night. You know, like Zach Braff there any day now to analyze. There's a resub, Huge Cock, Brave, and Slayer, and Dots in the Prime Day Trader. The first boyfriend haunts it. He just wants his piano back. Inside Travis Barker's tranquil modern home. Travis Barker's home, huh? Don't mind if I do. Thanks for having me over.
Hey, what's up, AD? I'm Travis Barker. We're in Calabasas, California. Welcome to my home.
That's an interesting coat. It's like something a flasher would wear at a public park. It's a jumpsuit? I don't think I've ever seen anyone wear something like that.
So this is my living room. The vibe of this room and my house really was just like zen when I come home from long tours.
Like, he looks like someone straight out of like an old sci-fi movie from the 90s. Like, after they've jacked out of the cyberspace, he throws on his shades and puts on this trash bag coat, and then he's ready to beat some ass in slow motion. But I also do love the art scattered around here. This one's a, I don't know, like a tangled dog shit or something? I'm not really sure. Some kind of knot?
It was just like zen when I come home from long tours or long nights at the studio, just a place to rest my head. And this room is also filled with some of my favorite artists, two of which are Raymond Pettibone and Wes Lang. Raymond Pettibone created the Black Flag bars, along with many other cool punk rock graphics. I like to do a lot of phone calls in here, photo shoots, turn the fireplace on and chill. There's also like a painting over here that is my 5 favorite albums that changed my life that Courtney got me for Christmas last year. This used to
that's
have
actually pretty cute.
a wall with
I like that.
windows, and Waldo Fernandez decided to knock it down and just create doors that open and you could see straight to my pool in my backyard. So I bought this house about 16 years ago. When I bought it, the way it was designed wasn't my favorite, but my kids learned how to ride bikes in this house. They skateboarded through this long hallway that you'll see later. I think they even rode like 50
that's pretty
dirt
cool.
bikes in the house at one point. So we really lived in it and we really got the most out of what I had bought. And then there was just a time where I was touring so much and I felt like it was the perfect opportunity to do this remodel. I had interviewed several designers, and the day I met Waldo, the minute I spoke to him on the phone, his energy was just the best.
I don't know why they
energy
always
I've
name drop these
experienced.
people
He had
like I'm
such
supposed to
great
know them.
ideas and this calming
Am I supposed to
spirit
call
about
Waldo
him and
now?
impeccable taste. I just decided to remodel my entire home instead of a couple rooms, and I left on tour and I literally gave him full control. It was the most amazing experience to come back a year later. He said, "You need to stop coming by. You need to stop always checking on it because I want you to come a few days before you move in and just see it and be in awe." And that's what I did, and it was the best payoff. I was floored, like jaw to the ground. To have the ability to reimagine a home
my man,
and do what he
my
did
man, I don't
was
really
just
care.
how much Courtney works and my
let's take a
kids
peek.
with school and everything. We like to sit down on Sundays, just talk and put our phones away and eat delicious vegan food. I do like to entertain. We have like friends and guests
Nice.
over for dinner, but I also don't like too many people in my home because it is where I go to just get like peace of mind and relax, and I'm never here. So when I am here, I want to make it count. It was important that we had a big table that could fit our whole family and guests. I sit here every time. Like, this is my seat.
You couldn't have got some more comfortable chairs? Bro, that looks miserable to sit on. It's just straight wood. That cushion is not thick at all. The way he's squeezing on it, like with no effort, he's going right to the wood. Get yourself some better chairs.
This is Courtney's seat. This is usually Penelope, Rain. This is Atiana. This is usually open for guests, whoever comes and eats with us. This is usually
Why assigned seating? Doesn't matter.
Mason, Landon, and Alabama. And it literally doesn't change. It's the same seating arrangement every time. Courtney got me these way before we were together. We would spoil each other and buy each other Christmas presents and birthday presents. They've stayed in this room.
That's
She
sweet.
still has like a candle I got her like years ago that's still in her closet, and like bags. Like, she'll be like, "Oh, do you remember you got this for me like 3 Christmases ago?" And I'm like, whoa.
Fucking epic.
All right, so this is my kitchen, and this is my fiance. What are you doing?
Drinking this matcha that you made me, your famous matcha.
Actually
Let's
make the
just go
best
back to the
matcha.
house tour. This
Way
is making me
better than
uncomfortable.
The best.
Any matcha place in LA, Alfred's, Cha-Cha Matcha. My matcha is actually the best.
It is. Why don't you show the little matcha station?
One of my favorite things is like this matcha station over here where I have everything. Cinnamon, I have
What the fuck is
I have
matcha?
cacao. You know, I can heat up tea really quick. And my kitchen used to look a lot different. There actually used to be a wall here that just had an archway where you could like walk through. These windows were not like this. It was more
It's
like
green
a
tea.
wall with
Okay, thank you.
selected windows. So
I like
now
green
you
tea,
just have like this
but I like
amazing
matcha.
view. And I did that everywhere in my house. Like I love those windows. I love the lighting, and I love that it's like kind of industrial. And I love this like wooden posts. I love that it just looks like old. And my aesthetic would be like minimal. I just like minimal. I don't like when people put a bunch of things everywhere. Everything looks like
I can
cabinets.
respect that.
Obviously, in the fridge and the freezer are here. So I like very like clean space because it allows me to think and doesn't like crowd my vibe. This is the table we eat dinner at, like on normal nights or breakfast, or just like sit and have like tea, or when I used to drink coffee, it would be right here. When the kids like need to do schoolwork, sometimes it's here. This is where we eat on the not special days or the not special occasions. I fell in love with this house. I was
Every day
living
is
in
special, Travis.
Bel Air Crest, and I had a 3-story
Don't forget
home.
that.
I had 3 children, and it was just, we had elevators, and it was just too much. So this is a 1-story house that's just like under 10,000 square feet, and it was just so convenient to have. And the indoor-outdoor.
Under 10,000 square feet? How can you even move around?
I couldn't beat it.
Travis. Under 10,000 square feet. Pardon?
This is our TV room.
Why would you
We
do that to
spend
yourself?
holidays
Unbelievable.
here.
Oh my God.
Like, we actually spent New
Poor
Year's
fucking
Eve
guy.
together. It was so fun.
Being
We
smothered
played
by his own home.
games, Put together like a 1,500-piece puzzle, which took days to finish, but it was a lot of fun. We watched like the ball drop, watched my performance that was pre-filmed. It was pretty cool. From the moment I
Under
wake up and
10K,
when I start
how
making matcha
pedestrian.
or like coffee, I turn on that fireplace. One of my favorite things in the house. So this room used to have like vaulted ceilings and used to look way different. So they got rid of all of the recessed lighting and just flattened everything.
Man, this
out
house is
here.
boring
That
as fuck,
made
man. I thought this was
everything
gonna be
nice
like pretty
and just
interesting.
immense. When I fell in love with ping pong, I Googled ping pong tables
Well,
and
it's a
this
little better
came
now.
up, and I was just, I have to have this. It's really heavy.
I do love
A
ping
team
pong.
of 8 people came in and installed it. There was a point during quarantine where we would just play every day and have the coolest ping pong tournaments. I play with my kids, I play with Court, play with guests when they come over. I also have like a lot of cool art in here. A lamp that I designed with Buster and Punch that has like a little skull on it. Also like some cool books, like a Pettibone
Nice.
book. I love all his art. Extra ping pong balls because we lose them all the time. I'm a big collector of BMX bikes. Most of my BMX bikes are at my studio because it's just like hooked up or hung out like as more than friends. And that's also the day I proposed to her.
All right. Well, congratulations.
All right, so this is my home studio. During quarantine, I built this. I did all my recording remotely from here. Wrote like Bloody Valentine here. Wrote
This
most
dude
of
was
Jada's
kind of
album
rock and
here.
roll in
Played
his
on
Blink-182
everybody's
days.
album here.
Now
From,
he's
like, an
neutered.
electronic drum kit.
I disagree. It's called getting older. I don't remember who said it. It might have been Corey Taylor. Someone said you can only stay angsty and angry for so long before you stop and start to mellow out a bit. And it's super true, right? That's what most bands do. Like, you know, they start very high energy, very aggressive, very upfront. This doesn't really apply to Blink-182 so much. But, like, you know, they start out with a lot of raw emotion. But as they age, which is very natural for people, they start to realize, you know what, we're not angry all the time, you know? They start to chill out a bit. And that's when the music goes to shit. That's when they get fucking trash every single time. Aging is so cringe, don't let anyone tell you anything different. Fucking always ruins them. Then they come out after 10 years with a new album and it's fucking forgettable garbage. It's like clockwork every time, every fucking time.
Kit. This Roland kit comes in so handy because like you can pick whatever drum sound you want. It can be as quiet or as loud as you want.
Think
My
it's Tier 1
kids
DJ.
record here. There's a vocal booth. Like I would work till 4 or 5 in the morning and everyone would be asleep. My main instrument by far is the drums, But yeah, I have like an old like Juno here. I have like a Roland here. I have multiple guitars and bass. Like I can play everything enough just to be able to produce and like write music. You know, like my week this week was like NLE Choppa, and then it was like Gunna, it was Thug, it was Machine Gun Kelly, it was Avril Lavigne,
Goddamn.
it was Willow. So it changes. It just depends on the week, and I love it like that. I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.
Nice.
So this room is my movie theater. I like to watch UFC fights in here, and movies, obviously. There's also dance parties.
Gotta have a movie
massive
theater
amounts
room.
of people in this room at times, depending on what we're watching. It also has like
I mean, that's
100 speakers
that's just
in this
cool.
room, and
Like
I got
this,
it tuned
I mean, that's just always gonna be
professionally, so
cool.
it would sound like a movie theater. Like when you go to the movie theater and you have all these things happening around you. If we're just having like a night and it's like a weekend and I don't have the kids, we usually like fall asleep in here. These couches are so comfortable. It's like a huge bed once you take all the pillows off.
Thanks,
This is my
Resub,
bedroom,
MRC.
where I rest my head and sleep. When I want to have like my Courtney, and those are like the roses and everything that I set up. With the bed, it's like an organic, with the
He seems like super sweet. Like the only thing he really talks about is how much he loves his wife. And then he's pointing out all the roses that he scattered around here for the photo and the proposal. Like, that's just like so sweet. What the fuck? Thanks for the gift sub, Asa. And thanks for the prime skull. Yeah, I mean, he's just full of love, man.
Those are like the roses and everything that I set up. With the bed, it's like an organic mattress. And yes,
What does that mean?
Mattresses can be toxic and have all sorts of bad things that everyone sleeps on and they don't know about it. But it has the
Alright,
ability
why would you say
to
that?
lift the head, and as well as like,
Man, yeah, he fell for a scam. Like, sorry to hear that. That's unlucky. Yeah, that's tough. I bet that organic was a crazy fucking markup for the word organic on it. Thanks for the resub, Tez. Oh, holy shit, Tez, that's fucking terrible. I'm sorry to hear that. Have you tried reaching out to them? Like the team?
lift like the foot of the bed. It also vibrates. Yeah, I wish you guys could feel this, but you can't, so it's vibrating right now. So this is one of my closets. I have a few, and this one is primarily t-shirts, a lot of vintage t-shirts, a lot of like fleece, like sweatshirts, sweatpants, a little bit of shoes in here, but most of my shoes are in my other closet. I love vintage t-shirts.
I'm just not a
it's
shoe
kind of
guy.
like the same passion I have for like skateboarding and BMX bikes, like my childhood. Cool Bauhaus, like vintage tee, Public Enemy, the Cramps. I definitely have a uniform, like t-shirt, slacks, and Doc Martens or Creepers or Converse make me happy.
Are you a slipper or sandal kind of guy? Slipper.
Okay, so this is the outdoor, indoor living area. This space in particular, I love feeding my dogs and just having one-on-one time with them. I have 4 Frenchies. If you ever see me like post a video or a picture with them, I'm usually sitting right here. At night, I love the fireplace on. There was once a time where I'm sitting here with my dogs and a tarantula ran across the ceiling and like scared the crap out of me. It was one of the scariest things, and I've never seen a tarantula move like that. I also like
That does sound
cooking,
awful.
like,
I'm sorry
vegan
to
hot
hear that.
dog, something like the whole house kind of had that vibe. Bama, you learned how to swim in this pool. Yeah, will you show everyone what swimming is?
Oh, well, I don't know about that. Is that why this part's the most replayed? Fucking perverts. Architectural Digest again. Thanks for the 5 gift subs, Flick. For some reason, in every single one of these, the pool is always the most replayed. Skip the cars. Oh, does he have a cool car collection?
Hello. She didn't tell me she was doing. It's details like that that I just think add.
Oh, wrong one. I immediately went to the wrong one. I was wondering what the fuck happened there.
It has like the feature where it's like a must. I did nothing to it except like murder it out and make it all black. how it comes stock with this suspension. It's like one of the only vehicles that sits like this. So I'll hold on to this forever. It's one of my favorite vehicles. I've had it Escalade every year since.
Can someone, that's a G-Wagon, right? Is that what that is? Can someone explain that to me? Why are G-Wagons so popular? I don't really get it. I think they look like shit. I'm not like a real big like car guy, I guess, but I think they look like shit. Is there so goth? I've driven a ton and they drive like shit. But what makes them expensive? Like, and why are they so sought after? Like, here, how much does a G-Wagon go for? The premium G-Class SUV Mercedes-Benz. Where's a price? 179 grand for a G-Wagon. What's the point? Mercedes made them for rich people since they're so heavy they can be made as a tax write-off. Okay, cool. How hype?
4x4 squared. They only made them for 2 years. I did nothing to it except like murder it out and make it all black. How it comes stock with this suspension. It's like one of the only vehicles that sits like this. So I'll hold on to this forever. It's one of my favorite vehicles. I've had it Escalade every year since they came out with the Escalade. It's like a must.
Escalades are cool. I'll give them that. Those are actually pretty cool.
Perfect if you just need to mob out and you have a bunch of people with you. But I love Cadillac. I have Cadillac tattooed down my rib cage. I'll never outgrow Cadillacs. So this is my Rolls Royce, the Cullinan. This is like the first SUV Rolls Royce ever came out with. Nothing is gonna compete as far as comfort when it comes to the Rolls Royce. It feels like you've never left your living room. It came with the stars on the roof, but in this one, it has like the feature where it has shooting stars, where like you'll see a shooting star.
Every Rolls Royce has this. We watched the whole video about it. They have a guy that's dedicated to nothing but making the little stars in the Rolls Royce. That's his only job. He makes the little night sky and stars. Which I guess is cool. I think Rolls Royces fucking suck. I also think they are extremely underwhelming for their crazy price.
It's so comfortable. Like the times I've been driven in it, I just don't want to get out. I'm not really into being driven around by anybody. I really
No, I've never
love
been in
being
one. Maybe it's
in
cool
the
to be
space
in,
by
but I think they're
myself
just
and
super
listening to,
underwhelming to
whatever
look
music
at.
I've been working on. I like driving cars. I'm a car guy. I love cars.
What kind of car do you like? I mean, supercars are cool. Like, if you're gonna spend a ton of money, you might as well just get like a supercar. I just don't see the point of a Rolls Royce. I just don't think they look very cool. Old muscle cars are cool, yeah.